All right. Alrighty. We'll get started. Today, alrighty. Let's see. Hello to the 11 of you that are here on the Tickety Talk. Thanks for jumping right over. I appreciate that. What are you crying about? You want to lie down? Okay, lay down. Here, say hi to the people first. Say hi. You're so mad at me. Okay, lay back down. I'm sorry. Lay down. I didn't mean it. Now he has to clean himself because he's mad that I picked him up. All right. Oh, I did want to bring up the jobs report too. Not that I'm seeing, not any updated information that I'm seeing. I almost Googled pew-pewing. TikTok has rotted my brain. It's fucking wonderful. Hi, TikTok. Thank you, Alex. I will do that. I appreciate you being here to support. That's what keeps me going and doing it. Eli, I mean, this is just colloquialisms that turn into shit. Was this new? When was that? That's not. Oh, because they're going to be ahead. I'm like, it is not 10:54, but that's because I'm in mountain time. The mayor has requested or demanded ICE to leave. In a tweet, quote, "The presence of federal immigration enforcement agents is causing chaos in our city," the tweet reads. "We're demanding ICE to leave the city immediately. We stand rock solid with our immigrant and refugee communities." Everybody else is like waiting to learn. So Governor Walz said, quote, "We will share information as we learn more. In the meantime, I ask folks to remain calm," the tweet continues. What we know. In a tweet, the city of Minneapolis says they are aware of a shooting involving federal law enforcement near East 34th Street and Portland Avenue. They are asking members of the public to avoid the area. The Hennepin County Sheriff's Office also says they are aware of the incident and responding to the scene, but say the sheriff's office wasn't involved in the shooting. In a post on Blue Sky, council member Jason Chavez said Border Patrol Chief Gregory Bovino had responded to the scene. So we're just waiting on updates as we go. I will keep that right there so I can keep refreshing it. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, Olive Raiders. I appreciate you being here. I was just giving a little bit of an update of what I have. We really don't have anything. As we know, guys, let's not put out anything that we get right away besides what we're getting updated, because conspiracy theories, whatever, suspected suspects, like, can be wrong, especially we have seen with this administration. Once you get fucking Kash Patel has been wrong 2 or 3 different times. The president of the United States has been wrong about the capture of suspects. So let's make sure that we are correct in our information, because it is very, very important, or else it gets scrambled. And these are people's lives that are involved in this on both sides. So let's make sure that we're doing that. Oh my God, he's so cute. Thank you. I realized that yesterday, I wanted to address something. Yesterday, I was talking to a guest. This was not brought to my attention. I just thought about it later. I was talking to a guest who was being, I guess he was being homophobic, shocker. Um, and in my way of, in a snarky, sarcastic way of saying I'm an ally and a part of the community, I used AAVE, and I in my hand gestures and in my vernacular. And for that, I wanted to apologize because I am a white presenting Latina. That is not vernacular for me to be using. And I did use it to that person yesterday. So I want to take responsibility for that and apologize. Um, Other than that, I forgot to actually talk about my topic yesterday. So, MAGA has TDS. I was going with the no new wars, right? Because obviously that's not the case if we're just threatening all of our allies and friends and countries around the globe now. Release all the e-files. That's still missing. Congress has yet to receive the DOJ's list of why they redacted certain things, which they were required to give per the Epstein Transparencies Act. I have charge, BOMB, pardon. It's kind of a play on fuck, marry, unalive, substance crimes, because it seems to be a pick or choose, a fucking roll of the dice kind of a thing with them. And immigration policy flip-flopping, because as we see with Venezuelans, they are now changing their position on Venezuelan immigrants, also their policies on racism and xenophobia. So we will still continue to have those conversations today. Guys, if you do get any updates, and I forget to refresh about what's going on in Minneapolis in regards to a federal pew-pewing, please let me know. I would love to have that information to make sure we can stay updated on that information. How is everybody doing today? It is Wednesday, hump day for most of you. I appreciate you guys being here. Let's make sure we're doing all the good things, right? Boop that screen, share the live out, do your daily heart me. If you have not done so, we have the little roses that we can complete to kind of get us pushed on the algorithm. Hello over there. I'm sorry I haven't said hi yet to everybody on the tubes. I am multi-streaming, guys, so we are over there. Welcome over there. Most of you hate watch, and that's totally fine. I appreciate you being here. I like to have differing opinions. Again, as long as they're based off of factual evidence and not your feelings. That's cool. Anyway, guys, we'll see if we get anybody. If not, I can put up my Google number and see if anybody wants to call in and have a conversation. We'll see. Here, I'll put it up. I'll put it up for you guys. Oh, I have to turn it on, though. Okay, we'll do that. Hello. I see you, Olive. I just, in case I get calls, they're not going to be able to hear you anyway. Well, I mean, you could still just be here, though. You know, we're not going to get Trump supporters on TikTok. That's not something they do.
And I can also give physical updates on the situation that's happening in Minneapolis too.
Yeah, I keep just refreshing it.
So I was re-looking into the Lego thing as we were just like shooting the shit afterwards, and I'm like, AI Lego sounds like a disease.
AI Legos.
AI Legos.
Did you get
Legos
treated
of
for
the
your
Eggo.
AI Legos?
No.
Okay, so we have an 11 a.m. update. A group of agents moved past a crowd of protesters to get in their squads. As they passed, some members of the crowd threw snowballs, and it appeared agents deployed some type of chemical irritant like pepper balls. Members of the crowd momentarily surrounded the squad, a white truck, preventing the agents from leaving until agents could clear them.
Do you see the mayor is demanding ICE to leave the city immediately?
Yeah. Well, because it seems that Minneapolis was fine. And then, no, this is not CNN. This is Fox 9. So the local Fox affiliate in Minnesota that is giving me these updates. Here, I'll show you.
I'm still waiting to see if I'm trying to see if Ground News is going to
Fox
put
9.
something up yet.
Minneapolis. It's their Fox affiliate in Minneapolis. I'm just refreshing and getting the information as they give it. Not CNN. I need to make a bingo card. Y'all are broken people.
You know, I think that would be a fun way to like start a crowd fund. I've been meaning to bring that idea up in general, where we could make like a crowd fund together to, if people in our community need help, just have a fund in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel
Let's
like if we
see.
just did a weekly bingo card, it'd be fun.
No, I agree.
It'd be fun.
Billy Jack, how are you today?
Oh, I'm a little less miserable talking to some gals who don't like the guy.
Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
All right. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
64, Colorado.
Oh, my state. Well, our state, I guess. We both live here. Um, oh, MAGA has TDS. Which topic would you like to talk about?
I have PTSD now. Thanks, MAGA.
Do you regret your vote? Is that what you're saying?
If I could go get that ballot somehow and get it back into this house, I would change it.
So then I'm not going to berate you for your vote because it's already over and you seem to regret it. What I will ask you is what district are you in Colorado? Do you know?
I just know my county,
Okay.
so I have to figure it out.
Okay, so
I
you don't
did.
know your congressperson.
Um, no.
Okay.
I've
No,
been
that's fine. I'm
I've
not
been
berate.
I've been between here and Arizona
Hmm.
on and off, mostly being homeless. So
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that.
that's okay. I have a house now.
Oh,
But
good.
yeah, so um, I bailed out fully January 21st when he gave all the money away. And that proved to me that even though I didn't believe his promises and I didn't listen to Kamala's promises,
Hmm.
which is my bad, but what happens to people who get sucked into this Republican thing is the mind control is strong and the demonization is strong. And slowly but surely over the years, you buy into it. And this has been going on my whole life, this Democrat versus Republican
Oh,
thing.
absolutely.
And I finally got to the bottom of it and realized that my ideology was completely opposite my true belief system. And so that was not only a physical turnaround, but it was a spiritual turnaround too because of the situation.
Did you
And so
vote down ballot in 2024?
uh, I didn't vote. I don't like. I don't didn't vote hardly anything. I just wanted to, I had just moved into my apartment that day.
Okay.
So so no, so one thing about down ballot voting is when there was a whole bunch of issues that came up here at the last time
Hmm.
to vote, November, they were all local taxation issues. And since I'm not a homeowner and I'm on assistance, I can't really cast a vote for any of those issues without being extremely informed
Sure. No, I
because I'm
agree.
not, because I'm a renter and barely even a renter and not even a stakeholder.
Yeah, and I
You
would
know,
say the only thing I was bringing up is statewide, we had protecting the right to abortion, enshrining it in our Constitution in Colorado on the ballot. And we also had ranked choice voting on the ballot. Ranked choice voting failed, unfortunately. But I think, in way of you talking about two parties and being stuck in this system of going against each other constantly, I really want to see ranked choice voting become something locally that we can then build on. I think would be a great
is that
idea.
similar? Is that similar to an? It's not similar to an electoral college situation. It's
No.
it's more of everybody gets to be on the ballot in case they're not a Democrat or Republican. Is that the ranked choice,
So they would still
or
have
any or
party.
any
Right.
any qualified candidate can get on the ballot as opposed to just weeding it down to two. Is that right?
Yeah, in a way. So most of the time, how it kind of works is instead of having like one Democrat that was fully funded and one Republican that was fully funded, you could have like, let's say, two or three on each side. You, as a voter, would write in your like top three, and then that would kind of start dwindling it down and we vote again, kind of a thing. So it gives you more of an
Cool.
option instead of like, oh, well, this Democrat, might have the most money, but he's not the most popular. You have choices.
Okay. I didn't see that on that ballot. If I would, and I didn't understand it either. So once
And that's fine.
again, you can't be a stakeholder if you don't know, if you can't understand it.
Yeah.
So, and so I'm working on my, when I'm not being completely dysfunctional, I'm a decent media advertising producer. So I've been trying to find a candidate to back,
Sure.
as my reparations for being so uninformed. And since I do have the ability to help somebody, and right now America is so isolated
Hmm.
and so retracted. Like I reached out to want to do um, community supported agriculture type work
Hmm.
with a local group. And of course, I didn't get a call back. And I called my Democratic Party and said, hey, I'm here to help. I'd like to get involved. I see you guys, doesn't look like anything's happening. Where's the schedule? No call back. So this is the kind of problems that, being in activism by people surrounded by apathy
Hmm.
and being, a rebel of sorts, it's really hard to get traction where you can, input, and I'm in a small demographic. If I was in Denver, things
Right.
would be a lot different.
Yeah.
And so I'm in Durango, so it's a very
Oh, right. Small
small
little
little
area.
town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in
So,
Commerce City, which is huge now, but it's, building up. But Durango has always been small.
yeah. Yeah. Well,
Um,
this is where, people who have fear feel safe in these smaller towns.
right. So you
So
have Jeff Hurd. Okay.
I don't think he's good.
No, he's not great. I have Gabe Evans, so it's not much better. So yeah, what I would advise you to do is definitely look into that. If you want to, you can follow me, or if you want to, you can join my Discord if you have questions about because I don't know who's running against Jeff Hurd. But luckily, me, my friend Olive down there, and her partner Manny are actually with a big community, are working on a giant basically a Google sheet that is who is up for re-election, who's running against them, what their platforms
Nice.
are, so that we can answer those questions. So I would love it if you would, either join the Discord or, follow me if you need to message me on here and ask questions, or if you want to, or if you need a direction to where to go look, like Ballotpedia or what have
Well,
you. I would love to do that.
I would republish your works, on my channels
Mhm.
as best as I can. I started a newspaper, but I never could stomach the content on my own, and that's another failure. Was like, hey, I've reached out a few times because I have the domain and I have the software, published, and I'm like, anybody want to publish a newspaper? It's right here.
Mhm.
And I couldn't find, I have to go up to the college and go beg again. Is there any young reporters that want to put this together?
Do you have a
So,
Substack?
like no, I just have a domain
Okay. I would
that
urge you to
I'm not
link
doing
it with
anything
a
with.
Substack. I think that would be a great way to like push out your
100%.
articles.
Substack is great. You don't necessarily need a publisher yet if you want to just see how Substack works. It's ba- basically it's an application where anyone and everyone can post articles. I use it. My partner uses it very much. He uses it more to inform people on immigration statuses and stuff like that. I use mine to, post articles on different things. If you want, you can give me a follow and I can send you Substack specifically so you can check out that app and see what it's like. My whiskey.
Sorry, that's her cat. But yeah, no, I think I would love for you to reach out in
I
that
was
way.
joking that you girls were doing a good job and called you CNN, not that it was a reference of CNN.
Oh, okay, I got you. Well, I do appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope you do look into those things. Yeah, Jeff Hurd is terrible. I don't know who's running against Jeff Hurd. I'll have to look at the document, see if we have that. What,
Sorry.
your cat?
He decided to start dancing on the window instead of the pole.
My gosh. Well, guys, that's the kind of information we definitely want to be able to give out because the midterms are going to be important. As if you were in Olives this morning, she showed the clip. I think I quoted him yesterday. I didn't show the clip of Donald Trump saying that it will be impeached if they lose the midterm. So at least he's aware of the threat. He's not campaigning very well for them to win. So let's just keep doing what we do, which is giving the proper information, the correct information, and putting forth policies that are progressive and harm reductionist compared to what he's doing.
Can I show the tube a magic trick? Let me show the tube a quick magic trick. Hang on.
You guys, I am multi-streaming on the tubes and the purple. If you are not following / subscribing over there, I would appreciate it if you would do so. Let's keep tapping that screen, guys. I appreciate you being here on this Wednesday. Let's try to get up to 20,000 likes while we're sitting here. I showed a Sora video yesterday. What the fuck is that? Guys, don't forget we have that little rose goal. I just need 10 more of those, and then we can move on from that and do another goal. Try to push us out onto the algorithm, see if we can have any conversations today. I would really like to do that. Thank you, Chewy. W. Chewy. Oh, I was like, what was that noise? It's my cat's ear flicking. Why are these gifts like this? Okay. I don't know what magic trick what's she doing over there? I will turn the phone line back on in case anybody from the tubes wants to call and probably cause trouble. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who'd you vote for?
Hey, YouTube.
That's a child. We're going to get a lot of that. Welcome to what Ari deals with every single day.
What was that?
A child. A
No,
child.
that was me calling.
That was you? You sounded like a
Yes,
child.
I was telling YouTube. Well, I also talk pretty lightly. I was also speaking very high pitchedly. I
was like,
I
why
was
did
trying
you
to
sound
show.
so high?
I wanted to show YouTube that, or the tubes, that you can call.
Oh,
You can
it
use the
works.
number. Stop being. It works. Stop being beta bitches and use the fucking number. Also, don't mix up the 9 and the 5.
Are you
Because
calling
I
the wrong
actually called
number?
someone. They're like, "Who's Olive?"
Are you calling the wrong numbers? I see Justin in the Discord knew it was you. I'm over here like that didn't sound like
Who
it.
the fuck is that kid? I do I think when I get too overexcited to show magic tricks, I scream. I scream a little too loud. But Trump supporters, I just showed you, y'all can call the number.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, who's this bitch trying to pretend to be Olive? Fuck you.
I was like, who is this? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, gosh.
Uh,
Jobs report for November came out in
Oh,
fucking
really?
January. Yeah. So we're going to talk about that. Here, let's get that up there. Why do you... It's so bad. All right. Job openings and labor turnover, November 2025. The number of job openings was little changed at 7.1 million in November. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported today. Over the month, hires were little changed, and total separations were unchanged at 5.1 million each. Within separations, both quits, 3.2 million, and layoffs and discharges, 1.7 million, were little changed. So again, guys, remember, we have had 1.7 million layoffs this last year. Let's see. Number of job openings was little changed in November, but was down by 880,000 over the year. So there's less jobs openings. 4.3% changed a little over the month. So that's the percentage for unemployment.
Tubes, come on. Why don't you guys call? You guys are hiding in the comments. Call. Use the number. You guys wanted so bad to be heard and have conversations. And you're like, why isn't there no conversations happening? Because you guys are hiding behind a keyboard. Go up. Best part, y'all can't hear me when I speak, so I won't be talking to you.
True.
Also, speaking of that, 82 people in here, boop the screen, share the live. Make sure you guys are reposting. Make sure you're putting this on your stories. Make sure you guys send your heart means. Monica still has that 100 goal. Let's make sure we are taking care of Monica. My goal can be taken care of later. Y'all focus on Monica. Shit, I was working on Manny's Blue Sky. Fuck.
October
multitasking.
2025 revisions. The number of job openings for October was revised down by 220,000 to 7.4 million. So the number of hires was revised up by 219,000 to 5.4 million, and the number of total separations was revised up by 19,000. For October, revisions were larger than normal since the alignment procedure was suspended for October preliminary data, which makes me think I can't trust it that much because they're not working with all the data. They're just saying things like they did last month.
Miguel, you're not a real person. I don't know why you still come into these
I
spaces,
can't believe
dude.
it. You a fan. I mean, hi, Miguel. Hope you're doing well. You've
Still,
been
are
around.
you still mad because you're kicked out of Doug's server?
Oh, Jasper, I need to adjust my foot, sir. Thank you.
Is he laying on it?
He's laying on my crisscross applesauce lap, but making my foot fall asleep.
Oh, there we go.
Oh god, I have to get my thing. Hold on. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who'd you vote for?
Who did I vote for? I actually don't vote. I've never voted.
Do you plan to vote in the
'cause I
midterms?
believe in. Pardon?
Do you plan to vote in the midterms?
I don't, but I still favor different things and different categories.
If you don't vote, you don't care about what directly affects you.
See, now people in the chat specifically can the forbidden call the number? Can every single person on there, can Paul call the number? Can y'all call the fucking number? You guys are absolutely ridiculous.
Come up with factual information and tell me why MAGA doesn't have TDS. Tell me you can critique him. Tell me that you don't support him breaking the Constitution. Guys, the fabric of our democracy is ending, just so you know. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
I'm sorry, it's the wrong number.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Wrong number.
Sure it is. Pussy bitch.
This woman is not interested in having a conversation. She's just trying to stroke her own ego. About what?
Monica's the only person.
Conversations.
You guys think you're gonna talk to me as well? You're not speaking to me at all. So when you guys are calling Monica, I'm excluded from the conversation. I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I'm a fucking cup of gasoline, and I'm fine with it. Y'all just don't want to have actual conversations.
Because they can't defend it with facts. They just want to talk about their feelings, or they know that their uncle works with someone, or they can see it. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Donald Trump.
Age and state?
I'm sorry?
Age and state?
Oh, 39, New Jersey.
Okay. MAGA has TDS. Why are you still supporting Trump?
What's TDS?
Trump derangement syndrome?
Well, considering the fact that he saved the country
Oh, how'd he do that?
and he stopped millions of people from coming through the border.
Where do we track to find the amount of people who came through the border?
There was a lot under Biden. I was personally there.
You
I've
were
seen it. The
personally
country
there.
was
Where
on the
does
verge of
where does
collapse,
the
yeah.
government track those numbers?
So you're saying nobody was coming through the border when Biden
That's not what I'm
was,
saying. No, I didn't say that. I am
okay.
asking you to tell me where to go look to find the number of crossings in this country.
Oh, Google it.
Oh, Google what? You haven't looked?
I know. Google how many people that Donald Trump has stopped coming in the country raping children.
See, that's called confirmation bias. Google how many people has Donald Trump stopped. Where do we track these numbers? That's what I'm asking
I don't know.
for.
You tell me. Where do you track the
Oh,
numbers?
okay.
at?
Well, we don't track crossings, but the CBP, which is Customs and Border Patrol, tracks encounters. Do you know what encounters are?
Mm-hmm.
What are they?
Yeah, I know what they are.
What are they?
They're encountering people that came over the border, right?
What's classified as an encounter?
Look, lady.
I know you
cannot
don't know.
deny
Just
the
say
fact-
you don't know.
You
It's
can't
okay.
You can't deny the fact that he stopped in millions of people crossing that border.
How
He
many people
saved the-
came
if you
over
don't-
under Biden?
If you don't like the country, leave.
No, I love
Just
my country.
leave.
That's why I'm fighting for
Oh,
it.
you do?
Yeah.
Do you
How
really know
many
what a
people? I know you're
dictator
going to
is?
crash out now. How many people came over under Biden?
He's your commander in chief, like it or not.
He's not. I
All
don't
right?
serve, so he's not my.
Yeah, well, he
I don't
is,
serve
though.
in the
Okay, get
military, so
over
he's
it.
definitely not my
Yeah,
commander in chief
well,
because I don't
he's your
serve.
president of the United
He
States.
is the president of the United States.
Okay,
How many
no, he's
people?
yours
I know,
too.
sweetheart. How many people came
Yeah.
over under Biden?
Y'all still mad because y'all got ass whooped 2 elections.
How
It's
many
funny.
people came over under Biden?
I don't know. You have the numbers. You tell me.
Per DHS, anywhere between 2 to 4 million.
Look. So you're saying there was no border crisis under Biden.
I'm not saying that. No.
No, okay, you're not. Apparently, you didn't have a daughter, okay, that was raped by one of them people,
I
like those
said-
mothers did.
I
You're
didn't.
a scumbag. You know that, to sit on there and
You see
talk
how they
about.
don't listen?
You didn't have a daughter.
What did I
You didn't
like?
have a.
They don't listen.
You didn't have a
He
daughter that
asked
was
me.
killed and raped by
He
one of them,
asked
right?
me
You're a
if I
scumbag.
didn't think there. If am I saying there was not a crisis at the border? I said no. I'm not saying that, which would mean I'm
Okay, well,
saying
that's a major thing, is it? That he stopped, all right? If there was
no.
a crisis at the border, that's not major. That you have no borders for your country.
We always have had borders.
Oh,
Always.
okay. All right. Well, you know what? That's good you think that way. Good you think that way. You
I
always
have the
borders.
facts for it. Again, I ask you, how many people came over under Biden? Hi, Audie.
I don't know the number, but I've seen it. I've seen it on.
You saw
when they went down
millions of
there,
people. You saw
I-
millions of people cross the border with your own eyeballs.
So you're saying there was no border crisis?
That's not the same thing. Well, you see, there's this
not the
where
same
you're
thing.
at, and
Oh
then
my
there's
God.
like where I'm at, and there's like nowhere in the middle for you. Do you
So wait,
understand
Donald
that?
Trump did not stop a crisis at the border. That's what you're telling me.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, you have a good day.
Go ahead and hang up. He hasn't hung up yet. He's still just.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know how to. They don't know how to hang up.
It's okay. He can sit there till he figures it out. He's still just on the phone. Oh, there he goes.
You guys, so silly.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who'd you vote for?
Hello,
Hello, age, state, and who'd you vote for?
Donald Trump,
Age and state.
New Mexico,
Age.
24.
Okay. MAGA has TDS. Why are you still supporting Trump?
MAGA has Trump derangement syndrome.
Correct.
Okay. I'm supporting Trump because he's issuing policies that will benefit Americans,
Like what?
such as. I'm sorry.
Like what? You were going to list them. I'm sorry. I cut you off. Like what policies?
Yeah, such as the Big Beautiful Bill. I'm not sure if you're aware of the Trump account. That's a safety net for newborn babies.
Mm-hmm. What's it meant to do?
I'm sorry. Do you agree with that? Creating
No,
a
not
safety net
really,
for-
because it requires putting money into investments, and we can't really like project how good or bad those investments are going to go, but the amount of money that they're putting in there isn't going to be shit for these people.
So is that better than nothing?
Sure. But I would say, if you want to talk about the Big Beautiful Bill, we can. As a content creator, actually, no tax on tips is going to be really beneficial to me because what I make on here is technically counted as a tip, not as an actual payment, besides what I have to pay towards TikTok and taxes, or towards the government and taxes from TikTok. No tax on overtime, I think, is a good thing. I don't understand why both of those things are only 2 years. I think they should have been longer. Also, I think that it is offset by the fact that people are losing their medical benefits, or their medical is increasing by almost 100% in percentage for some people, and people are losing their food benefits. I think that that offsets any benefit that the Big Beautiful Bill is giving people.
Okay, so you can use critical thinking and compartmentalize the good and bad under Trump's tenure, correct? You're not one of those leftists who think that Trump is all bad.
In his second term currently right now, I don't see policies that are beneficial. He didn't come up with that on his own. That would have been Congress, so I don't give him the credit for that.
So you don't give credit for him pushing an agenda which has to be passed by Congress and he has to sign off on it?
All he had to do was sign the bill. This was something that Bernie Sanders had come up with, that Ted Cruz had come up with for years, that had been talking about. So they put it into legislation. They got it passed. He just signed it.
Okay, that's how it usually works, ma'am, unless it's an
Yes, I'm
executive
aware, but that I
order.
don't give him the credit for that. Like I wouldn't give certain presidents the credit for that.
So, do you give Barack Obama credit for the Affordable Care Act? That had to get passed through Congress, correct? If I'm not
Correct, and they had
mistaken.
to change aspects of it for the but he directly campaigned on that. He directly came up with that. Who was talking about that before? Well, Romney, I guess. If you want to give Romney some of the credit, you can. But the Republicans changed a lot of it in order to give their votes for it. But yes, I do give him that credit.
Oh, okay. But now you're contradicting yourself because even though it was his agenda, it still had to get passed through Congress, and he had to sign
Correct,
off
but
on it at the very end.
Donald Trump just repeated things that he heard on campaign trail that he was going to do. Like Kamala was going to do the 5,000 or increase the child tax credit to 5,000. So he was like, "I'll do 6." Like he just says things. It's not because he's honestly really stupid. I don't think he understands any of the shit that he signs.
So let me get this straight. Just because it was originally a Democrat idea and he went along with it, you're
Sure.
still not going to give credit to him?
I'm not going to give credit to him for the fact that the offset in that same legislation means that
Mm.
anything that you are saving from your no tax on tips or no tax on overtime is going to be taken in way of prices going up because of his tariff policy or because of them losing medical benefits and SNAP benefits. It's not going to help people. A lot of people don't even claim their cash tips, or they can't because they're not making enough anyway.
Oh, okay, understood.
Yeah.
So you think that the tariffs is going to offset the policies that you agree with, correct?
Yeah.
And do you know that he's been easing off when it results to a negative effect? Like, for an example, with China
Mhm.
retaliating because refusing to buy soybeans in America, he eased off and lowered back the tariff rate.
Right. So then is he lying to you when he says that other countries pay the tariffs?
Well, yes, of course, that's a blatant lie.
Oh,
See, I'm not one of those
no, I
MAGA
appreciate that.
sycophants that's a partisan hack and agree with everything that he's doing. I can compartmentalize and identify that some things that he says is a blatant lie, but I can also pick on things that is positive,
So
such
why does he
as
lie about it then?
because throughout history, throughout U.S. history, presidents are not 100% honest. Just like with Barack Obama, I hate to use whataboutisms, but I have to implement that to strengthen my talking points.
If I can concede
Uh,
to you that all presidents lie, can you concede to me that he lies more than any other president?
well, how can I know that for sure? I wasn't
He told
born
over
through like the
33,000
1700s.
lies in his first term.
Okay. So, like I said, I'm not gonna indulge in the whataboutisms, but it's a fact that every president throughout U.S. history has lied about something. Now, whether if they lied a lot or a little, that's not relevant at this point. But I can
Tariffs are a
point out.
pretty big something, though.
I'm sorry.
Tariffs are a pretty big something to lie about.
Oh, well, that is correct, and I already agreed with you that other countries are not paying for it.
I
It's
understand that,
usually,
but what I'm saying is that if he is willing to lie about something so fucking obvious,
mhm.
why would I listen to anything else he has to say?
Because I don't want to use like derogatory terms, but it's just not wise to just scoff at everything else he says.
Well, to be fair, I don't
Do you,
scoff
do you,
at it. I research it to see where he's lying and what he's lying about specifically.
oh, okay, so he's not lying 100% of the time, correct? So why would you just not believe him every time he spews, like every time he talks? You just said that he doesn't lie 100% of the time,
I didn't
but
say that.
then
You said
uh,
that. But yes, that's true. He doesn't lie 100% of the time. I'd probably give him a little 99.8.
okay.
Mhm.
So, but you just said that why would I believe anything he says,
Yeah.
even though you know that he doesn't lie 100% of the time?
So is no tax on tips and no tax on overtime the only reason that you're still supporting him?
Well, we can indulge in foreign policy and see how brilliant he leveraged the Israel and Gaza situation
Oh, they're
by
actively
noticing.
still fighting.
I'm sorry.
They're actively still fighting.
Yes, I do know that, but
Okay.
he somehow brokered a deal letting Hamas release the Israeli hostages.
Oh, we had hostage exchanges under Biden too.
Okay, and
Yeah,
that's a great thing
it
as
is. I
well.
absolutely. It's wonderful. Hmm.
But you can acknowledge that that's still a good thing,
Yes,
right?
that
That
is a
he was
good thing.
able to
My
do that.
issue,
Okay, awesome.
absolutely. I acknowledge that that is a good thing. My issue with it is the way in which he rewrites it to say that he's the only president to have done this, which is not true, one, and to say that the war is ended when it is not.
Okay, so yes, that's a blatant lie, but
Hmm.
we both agree that it's still a good thing that he was able to broker a deal where Hamas released the rest of the Israeli hostages,
Sure,
leaving them with no leverage.
sure.
Right? Okay, so that's a good thing. He signed an executive order to to prohibit transgenders
I'm not
from
talking about the
entering.
existence of my friends. I'm not doing it. Pick a different subject. It's not my fault you don't know how to read.
I don't know how to read.
No,
How do you know that?
because you don't know the difference between sex and gender, and we're not going to get into it. I don't debate the existence of my friends. You can go argue with a wall about that because every psychiatric agency disagrees with you. So I don't
Okay,
care. Next subject.
okay. Just one thing. Since I'm ignorant about the topic, can you please?
I set a boundary. You don't want to listen to it. You don't have to. I set a fucking boundary. I will not discuss the existence of my friends. I will not do it. I set a boundary. Are you going to understand it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, I do apologize. I'm not gonna indulge in that topic.
cool.
What other topics would you like to discuss? What do you think is your main? What do you think is your biggest strength?
My biggest,
Which
it's not
topic
about
do you want to
strength.
discuss?
It's not about strength. I do not think that his policies overall benefit the American people in any way to make me support him.
Okay, so you don't think his offer to illegal immigrants that are still residing here is a good thing?
Which offer?
Given paying for their plane trip and also giving them money so they don't leave the country empty-handed. You
No,
don't think that's above and beyond generous?
no,
No.
no.
So how do you want to solve the illegal immigration crisis that we have now? The numbers from multiple sources say that it's from 10 to 14 million.
Oh, where are
What
you
is
getting
your
those
solution
numbers?
to that? Huh?
Where 10 to 14 million what?
that illegal immigrants residing in the United States, ma'am.
Oh, illegal?
That is correct.
How long has it been that number?
I'm sorry?
How long has it been that number?
Well, there's not an exact number I can give you. I said it's from 10 to 14 million. A plethora of sources say is not an exact number
So
because you can't identify all people that's
Correct.
living under the radar, ma'am.
per DHS. Okay, per DHS.
Department of Homeland Security. Yes, go ahead.
This is January 2018 to January 2022. This was released in 2024. We had 11 million unauthorized immigrant population estimates. I have seen where they have talked about, but I haven't seen it given in a chart because they have not released that, of that increasing to 14 million. So that would be unauthorized. Now, what does that mean?
Okay, so I did say it was from 10 to 14 million.
I wasn't
and
saying you
just
were
stated-
incorrect. I wasn't saying you. I
Okay.
just want to be clear on the terms that DHS is using and how they're using them. So, what would unauthorized mean?
Meaning it's either through overstayed visas or they went to this country through entered this country through illegal channels. It's either one or the two. Either they were granted a work visa and they overstayed it,
Right.
which is a majority of the illegal immigration crisis, or they went another route illegally, whether it's sneaking across the border. Am I
would
inaccurate about that?
So no, I'm going to ask you what I ask most people, which is getting rid of immigrants. What does that give as a benefit to Americans?
Well, if he goes through mass deportation, right, it's going to cause a huge labor shortages to a myriad of industries such as agriculture and hospitality. Those business owners are going to have to increase wages to seduce low-skilled workers to replace them.
Based on what?
Which is a positive benefit for our low-skilled American workers here.
Can
Is
you
that
prove
correct
that
or
would
not?
No, not necessarily, because we saw in small scale in Florida that was not the case. So do you have proof that they would do that, or is this just what you hope would happen?
Do I have proof? So are they gonna well, they need workers in order for the
Americans
business
don't
to
do those jobs for the cost. I agree with you. They would have to raise the wages. Do you have proof that they would?
Ma'am, I do not have a crystal ball, but
Okay.
it's plausible that they would increase wages
well,
to
that's
seduce
just what
low-skilled
you're
American workers to
Sure,
replace.
that's your hope and dreams for what they
illegal-
would do. That means nothing to me. So again, what benefit would
I
getting
mean-
rid of immigrants do for us?
But they have no other choice. They have to
That's not true.
replace the illegal immigrants for low-skilled workers.
Do you think we'll ever be able to
In
get
order
rid
to
of
keep up-
100% of illegal immigrants in this country?
Absolutely not.
Oh, so then companies will always be able to offer lower wages, under the table wages to immigrants. Always. So what is the Trump administration doing to go after corporations who offer that in the first place? One, and what are they doing to raise the minimum wage for American citizens?
Okay, so I do agree with you that he's not doing enough to penalize businesses that's taking advantage of cheap labor and
Yep.
exploiting people here that are in financial dire. So I do agree with you that he's incompetent on that particular issue.
Are you fine with legal immigration?
Absolutely.
So do you disagree with the Trump administration for going after people who are going through the proper channels for their immigration?
Well, in my opinion, I think it's best to evaluate the labor shortage and allow a limited number to fulfill that labor shortage. It only makes sense not to go above and beyond that. Do you agree with me or not?
No, I don't agree because I think that their labor adds to our economy. $96
Okay.
billion.
So if you're giving an extreme leniency towards illegal immigrants, what is that message sending
I didn't say
on the
leniency.
global
I would
stage
prefer to
that,
have legislative reform. I would prefer to put funding towards immigration judges instead of firing them like the Trump administration has. I would much prefer to fund these programs so that it moves faster.
okay.
Mm.
So I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, that you agree with Ronald Reagan policy to give amnesty to 3 million
Mm,
undocumented immigrants?
Not necessarily blanketed in the way that he did it. I mean, Donald Trump also gave amnesty on his way out to Venezuelans during his first term.
Hmm.
I wouldn't want to put that as a 100% thing. No, like we're always going to need to have CBP and immigration to, get out people who shouldn't be here that are violating our laws, not our immigration law, but like they come in and they do harm, right? Or they're not productive members of society. We're always going to need that.
So you're advocating for business to exploit cheap,
No.
no?
No, I am advocating for legislation that makes them stop doing that. I'm advocating for legislation that gives them pathways to citizenship so they have the same protections that U.S. citizens
Okay.
have in the employment market so that they cannot be exploited, at least not in the same way. We're still exploited under capitalism, but at least then they have protections with them if we give them those pathways. That's what I'm advocating for, is legislation for that, not EOs that can be ripped as soon as a new president comes into office.
So we can break that down. You're advocating for comprehensive immigration reform.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And where's the political will in Congress to pass comprehensive immigration reform? It's been talked about for decades, and it seems like now we can call it a political football.
I
Am I
agree with
correct
that.
or not?
But the Biden administration put forth 6 different immigration bills during his term. But I also agree
And
that they both use it.
okay, and so now you agree that it's a political football, right? And there's no political will to get that agenda passed.
No, that's
So
not true.
why are we talking about pipe
again,
dreams?
they put because the Democrats in Congress put forth 6 different immigration reform bills. The last one of which was basically an enforcement bill. I actually didn't agree with a lot that was in it personally. It would just personally, I didn't agree with it. And yet they put it forth because that was bipartisanly made, and it didn't go anywhere because Donald Trump told them he needed something to run on. He didn't want to give Biden a win. So they put forth
Yes.
6 different acts. Republicans
And
wouldn't vote on them, or they voted no.
and George Bush Jr. Did similar by trying to pass comprehensive immigration reform, and it's just not politically possible. So why are we talking about pipe dreams?
It's not pipe dreams. They could actually vote for it if they chose to. The bill that was done, the last bill, they would have voted on. This was bipartisanly written. They would have passed this, but Donald Trump said no.
Okay. And again, if hypothetically speaking, if that came to fruition, what message is that sending to Latin America and other countries abroad? It's incentivizing people to go through illegal channels and hope that, another policy such as that is going to get passed to grant them citizenship. Now, how is that fair to
What
people
illegal
that
process?
I'm sorry?
What illegal process?
I'm talking about people who enter this country illegally or overstayed their visas.
I
Wouldn't that
understand an overstayed
incentivize
visa.
them
How do you enter the country illegally? Who are you talking about? Because you're saying they enter illegally and then hope for a way to get citizenship. Who do you mean?
meaning the illegal immigrants that are residing here currently because they refuse to take the generous offer that Trump
Oh,
has
so you're
just
just talking about the
proposed,
people who are
where they can.
here. Do you, what title is our immigration law under? Do you know?
What title?
hmm
I'm not sure. Can you please inform me?
Sure. It's Title 8. And then
Hmm.
when we're talking about what I was going to bring up specifically is going to be asylum, which is going to be 8 USC 1158, which states
Hmm.
that anyone can claim asylum from any point. They could skydive into the country and they could claim asylum within 365 days of being here. They just have to report to a CBP officer. Would you classify them as illegal?
Oh, absolutely not, because that's a legal channel that they're going through.
So then
Now,
who are we
let's.
talking about?
It's a okay. So it's a great point that you brought up with asylum seeking. So these people are fleeing violence, right?
It depends on their claim, but usually, sure.
Usually,
Mhm.
okay. So, and we can safely say that these people are in a financial dire situation.
Mhm.
Now, they're not magically going to reside in communities that's of opulence and a low crime rate. So they're going to neighborhoods which is either gang infested or have a lot of social problems dealing with degenerate behavior. So why are they fleeing a country that's riddled with gang violence and going to a country where they're going to reside in communities that's riddled with gang violence?
Because they
Does
have
that
more.
make any sense
Yes,
whatsoever?
because they still have more opportunity here than they would there.
But they're fleeing from a problem and entering in
Can
a
you
country
can you show me
with
where
the
a
same
majority
problem.
can you show me where a majority of asylum seekers are settling in crime-filled cities?
Okay, so it's either, do you know the answer to that? Is either what, New York,
Oh,
California?
California is a state, not a city. Can you show me what the top 10 crime cities are? Do you know?
Okay, so I'm going to guess Chicago.
Let's do top
Um,
25. Number 1, so this is 1 to 25. Memphis,
1 to 25. Okay, okay.
Oakland, St.
Memphis.
Louis,
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore, Detroit,
Okay.
Alexandria, Cleveland, New Orleans, Monroe, Louisiana, Pueblo, Anniston, Little Rock, Myrtle Beach, Tacoma, Birmingham, Atlantic City, Camden, Springfield, Albuquerque, Kansas City, Louisville, Canton, Dayton, Milwaukee, and Minneapolis. Was Chicago on that list?
No, like I said, I don't have the answer
Right,
in
you're
front of
making
me.
assumptions. Are there a heavy
Okay.
population of immigrants in Memphis?
I didn't make an assumption. I just
You
said
did.
I'm
You
guessing because I
mentioned
don't
New
have the
York,
answer.
California, Chicago, the greatest hits that we hear all the time. You're making an assumption because those cities have the most immigrants that they're coming from crime to crime. But apparently they're not going from crime-ridden place to crime-ridden place because New York, whatever city in California besides Oakland, isn't on the list. So Chicago's not on the list. So is there a high proponent of immigrants in Memphis? Did they go from one crime-riddled place to another?
And if I'm not mistaken, California is where the Bloods and the Crips originated from,
Sure.
and they're and most of
So did MS-13, your point?
Hispanic gangs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the birthplace of
In LA, and yet LA
most
is
gangs,
also
right?
not on this list for crime.
Okay. just because it's not in the top 25 doesn't mean it's still not ridden with gang activity, ma'am.
So where on the list is it then? But again, you're making
don't-
assumptions that they are going from crime-ridden place to crime-ridden place.
Okay, but they're still in poverty neighborhoods, which has
Prove
lots
that.
of problems.
Prove that immigrants
So
end
it
up
doesn't
in
have to be-
impoverished neighborhoods. Prove that.
Ma'am, they're in a financial dire
Prove
in their
it.
homeland. So when they enter
You know that a
America,
majority of them go and live with family?
their
Prove
pockets
it.
and bank accounts just are magically increased as soon as they step foot in America.
Didn't say they were, but you're
And they're
making
not-
the
and-
assumption that they are living in impoverished places. Prove it.
It just makes a logical sense if they were poor in their homeland.
Well, then if it makes
and they
logical
step
sense,
foot
you'd be
in
able
the-
to prove it.
Okay. If they step foot in this country being dead broke, their bank account is not magically just going to increase
Oh, do you have statistics
drastically,
that they
and
show
they're
up
able
dead
to
broke?
reside in a. I'm sorry.
Do you have statistics that show that they show up dead broke?
I do not have.
Okay, so you're
statistics
making
in front of me,
assumptions
but
about them again.
Why would a middle class person flee their country and go to America?
Oh,
That
because
doesn't make
some
any
of these
sense.
countries have cartel-controlled governments, and so even if they are making money in their countries, or they are doctors or lawyers or teachers in their countries, they are being threatened by cartels in their countries, so they come here.
Okay. So you're telling me
I'm telling you to look up some evidence. Real quick, guys. I appreciate you being here. Guys, 43,000 likes on TikTok, 146 of you in here. If you could tap that screen, I would appreciate it. I have this up, but Olive, if you want to give that update, you absolutely can. I have my phones off, guys, for now. And please, guys, when I am on a phone call, don't fucking call. Okay.
Well,
anyway.
that's what they do, so they can try to get attention. They just sit and just wait. So the woman that was shot by the ICE officer is now unalived. She is now this is Trina McLaughlin, the Department of Homeland Security Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs, released this. She said ICE officers in Minneapolis were conducting targeted operations when rioters began blocking ICE officers, and one of these violent rioters weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over our law enforcement officers in an attempt to unalive them, an act of domestic terrorism. An ICE officer, fearing for his life, the lives of his fellow law enforcement, and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots. He used his training and saved his own life, in that his fellow officers, the alleged perpetrator was hit and is deceased. The ICE officers who were hurt and are expected to make full recoveries. This is a direct consequence of the constant attacks and demonization of our officers by sanctuary politicians who fuel and encourage rampant assault on our law enforcement. These men and women who are simply enforcing the law on the books are facing 1,300% increase in assault against them and 8,000 increase in unalivement threats. This is an evolving situation, and we will give the public more information as soon as it becomes available. Our good friend Chewy in the courts is also saying that there will be an update altogether for the press briefing that is going to be happening within, well, he said, what time did he say that? Hold on.
For them to say what they said, where's the fucking evidence of that? 'Cause
Correct.
You guys have been, ICE has been going to court multiple times to say people have been weaponizing their vehicles, and they are losing every fucking time.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen any videos yet whatsoever. Senator of Minneapolis is telling ICE to leave. So did the mayor told ICE to leave. We all know this in the chat. Drop the ACABs day in, day out. ACABs all over the place. Fuck cops. Fuck what they stand for. Fuck ICE agents. You guys aren't doing your job. You aren't doing what you are told to do. You are terrorizing and you are causing harm to the American public. You aren't doing your jobs whatsoever.
The fuck? She was trying to get away.
Yes, she was like,
I have video.
this. this is the thing. Like,
They stood
woman-
in front of her car. She was
Yes!
trying to flee and they shot her. I have the fucking video. Are they stupid? Do they think we don't have cameras?
is doing their job standing in front of the vehicle of a woman trying to flee, Swayze? Like, are we gonna sit here and say, like, when was that? When was the last quote unquote ICE attack? That was what, in November in Texas with the casings that say ICE, like anti-ICE rhetoric, when it just says anti-ICE on it, that we, allegedly have. You're going to tell me that he was fearing for his life? This is why, and this is when we state and we talk about defund the police, defund ICE, define all these things. Because having a firearm in this situation where things are being escalated, you do not shoot to unalive. That is not how you de-escalate.
Hey, EOM Castiel in the Tubes chat said they're, and spelled it wrong. He spelled it THERE. They're doing their job. Did that work for the Nazis in Nuremberg by chance? Just a question. They were also doing their job. Did that work? I would like to share the video in the Discord, but I'm only finding it from right-wing fucking psychopaths. So I'm trying to find it shared where it doesn't have their fucking input, like Nick fucking
'Cause-
Sorter.
I'm trying to also see, I don't know if you want to stream the press conference.
Is it on right now?
Hold on.
You guys also
I
don't
don't know why I
forget.
said it like that.
You guys don't forget, I do have my 100 goal. It has not
Y'all
been touched.
fucking pay Monica.
There's-
Send the doll hairs.
Yeah, there's
Monica's doing the hard work.
142 people in here. If you guys do a dollar train or a 2
on
train,
the fucking tubes. Collectively, you have
Goal would
over
be done.
300 people. Over 300 people. Y'all should at least start a dollar train. I'm sick of it. Anyways, sorry. I'm also multitasking at the moment. I'm doing like 400 things at once.
Ari's just moving from chat to chat. I see you, Ari.
Ari's doing the I put so also people who are good moderators on the tubes, I would suggest that y'all jump over to Monica's so Monica could mod you just so we have some more help. I saw there were things going on over there. I'm still learning how to moderate on the tubes. That's why I should have probably started with the purple app instead of the tube. So people can be moderated and do shit because I suck.
Why'd you run off like that? Like he had a job. Oh, because my brother came out, so he thought he was going to get food. Now I got to close the door because he busted the whole door open. Be right back.
Nope, that's the fraud case. But yeah, boop the screen, share the live, y'all. Links are in Monica's bio. Please support my girl, Monica.
My God. I'm trying to, I don't want to share it from Nick Sorter, but I will if I have to.
Not outside it. That's the school. Hold on.
What's this
Jess said check Blue app when you get a chance, love.
Let's see.
I can only see the Fox 9 stuff.
W. Jess did a $5 train. All aboard the train. Choo choo, guys. W. Jess, thank you so much. I also saw, let me check my green app. I appreciate you guys so much. Justin, W. Justin, thank you so much for the 2 on the green app for the $2 train. Choo choo. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for supporting in any way you can, guys. This is supplemental income. It does take time and research to come up with this right now. This is up, we're doing like up to date stuff as we go, and I know that that's difficult, but I appreciate you guys so much.
I see. I have the stream. I sent it to you in Discord as well. And then I'll let other people know that you're streaming it. Because it'll be one soon. But kiddos are at school, right?
Yeah. It's 11:10 here right now. So
I forget you're an hour behind me. I'm like, it's almost 1 o'clock. Fuck.
It's like, so I have have a little bit of time. Fuck, do I have to share it from him? I guess. Fuck off.
Citizens in America, you have to wait. And y'all are so pressed about people being sent money, but y'all will send money that, like, you guys make no sense. You guys are hypocrites. I'm gonna pretend you guys don't exist.
Okay. Is this stupid? Where's my bar? There it is. I'm not as part of the link, dummy.
Did you just say daddy? I do have daddy issues, grad. Congratulations. I'm glad you know.
Probably. My dad's dead. I would have daddy issues.
My dad's dead.
Probably.
Yes, Monica does have the blue app.
Let's see what this guy wanted to come up and talk about.
Oh,
Those
he's
should
probably
be in my
pissed at me.
Probably. Swayze, how are you today?
Hey,
Swayze.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
42 from Massachusetts.
Okay. MAGA has TDS. Which topic would you like to talk about?
So you say MAGA has TDS, and I think you're right. But the problem is, the Democrats have no. The TDS MAGA has is still. It's still not pushing. There's no Democrats that pushing them away from voting for MAGA again.
I agree. They need to
Right
change their messaging.
Democratic Party that has an ulterior solution that's better.
I agree that they need to change their messaging and fix it. Do you regret voting for Trump?
I don't, because Kamala would have been way worse.
Sure. So what do you support from Trump?
To close borders. You just can't open the borders and let everybody in here.
He
unchecked.
closed
They
the
made no
borders, you
effort.
said?
The border crossings have gone down, what?
Oh, where do we track
large
crossings?
What's that?
Where do we track crossings?
So, do you think that the level of illegal crossings is the same?
Where
As
do
it
we
was
track
when-
crossings is what I asked you.
I'm not an expert on where we track crossings. I'm just asking
don't.
you. Are you trying to say that there's the same amount of illegal crossings?
I'm saying we don't track crossings, so we wouldn't know.
So we don't know.
Correct.
But you don't think it's pretty obvious?
No. We track encounters, not crossings. Are encounters down?
Encounters.
Yes. Is he violating
So
the
you
law
think-
to do so? Yes.
So I'm confused. Illegal crossings are definitely down,
We don't track
Um,
crossings, so how would we know?
but because you can just see less illegal people here.
Oh, how do we know that?
My own eyes.
You can see millions of people?
I can just see a drop in where I am in Massachusetts, a huge drop in.
Oh, where do they
Illegal
track that?
population.
Where do they track that? Where does
My own
Massachusetts? You've seen a they've in the entire state of Massachusetts? What do illegal
Yeah.
people look like?
They look like anybody. They're Brazilian, they're Haitian, they're from all over the
So
world.
how do you
all
know
over
that
the,
they're illegal? How do you know their legal status? Do they wear a shirt?
I know they're probably here not
Probably.
legally, because there's no way you could have let that many people in legally.
How many people
that
did Joe
short amount
Biden
of
let
time.
in?
He invited millions upon millions of people here.
Oh, how many came in?
Countless. Probably at least 20 million.
So DHS put out a report last year. As of 2022, we have 11 million undocumented immigrants in our country
Yeah, but I
total.
don't- how do
So
you
how
trust
did he let
DHS?
20 million in?
How do you trust DHS?
So where are you getting your numbers that they're down?
What's that?
So
My own eyeballs.
that's
so this is
silly
the
because
problem.
you can't, Swayze. You can't see the entire state of Massachusetts.
Not
you
only
also
can I see
can't
it,
tell.
I
You also can't tell in the entire state of Massachusetts who is an illegal and what their status is. So that is silly. That's your feelings, Swayze. I don't care about that. Your eyeballs, you're not Superman. I know you hate brown people. I'm so sorry that you are so mediocre that you have to hate on other people because you can't compete. That's not my problem. I am talking about factual information. I am talking about the law. If you don't like that, you can leave. But your eyeballs mean dog shit to me.
and told them how to get here, where to cross, what
I've
to
got
do.
you,
And
Lakin.
a lot of NGOs funding.
Where did he tell them where to cross?
It was in the. I didn't have the app, but there was an app out there that was
What's
Biden administration approved.
No, the Trump administration actually started that app. It's called the CBP One app. What does it do?
What does it do right now? I'm not sure, but I know
Same thing it
during the
did then.
Biden administration, it was giving people information exactly what to do.
No. So what it did is it would allow you to apply for asylum through an app instead of having to track down a border agent. And then it just gave you the information for your court date. That's it. That's all. So that's a legal process, asylum in our country. Yeah.
You don't think the asylum process was being abused?
No, because more than 80% of their claims were being denied and they were being deported. So no.
So then it was being abused. If 80%
No.
were being denied, then
No, that's
people
the
from other
process
countries were
working.
abused in the process.
No, that's the process working.
No, do they always go home? They just go straight back home once their asylum claim was gone?
So usually they are not immediately given a removal order. They have 30 days to appeal to the immigration board. If the immigration board says that you are not qualified for asylum a second time, they are issued a removal order, and then it is dependent on DHS and ICE to serve that removal order, which then they have another appeal of removal that they go through our court system for. This is just the law. If you don't like the law, that's totally fine, Swayze. But then you would have to have Congress change it. I'm just telling you what the law is.
And do you think that illegal migrants come here and work?
Yeah,
And then
we
they
know
go
they do.
back to their home
No,
and they send all their money back to their home?
no,
What's the
because
problem?
they paid $96 billion in taxes, so no.
They can't. They can't. They can't
Do
avoid.
you know,
They
do you
can't
think
avoid.
they're
They
sending their money
can't.
back home?
They can't
No.
avoid state tax. What's the problem of them sending money back home to help their families?
Do we tell you where to send your money, Swayze?
What's that?
Do we tell you where you can and cannot send your money?
I'm just letting
Oh.
you know
Oh,
that the money's not circulating back to
It
the
is.
American economy.
it absolutely is. $96
Going back
billion
to their home.
in federal, state, and local taxes. It absolutely fucking is.
Yes,
So,
you guys,
and
you
you-
guys,
you think no
you're
one else will
so
do those
afraid
jobs?
of people. You're so
I'm not
afraid
afraid
of
of
people.
anybody.
Yes,
You
you are. You
Well,
are.
my-
You are actively. You are. Because you don't know the laws. You don't understand how our immigration system works. You can't comprehend that. So instead, you come up and you just have this fear mongering,
What
and
am I
you're no
afraid of?
different than the entire
You don't
Trump.
know any actual facts. That's what the problem is you have
Like-
no facts to base your bigoted opinion.
bigoted?
Blue, because you
Why
have
is
no, you
America-
used your
Hi, Blue.
eyeballs as a fact. Shut the fuck up. I'm talking to my friend. Blue, what would you like to add?
I wanted to ask Swayze if he thinks that immigrants don't eat, or if they don't pay rent or buy
Or
clothes.
get gas?
Immigrants or illegal immigrants?
Any of them. You don't think that? Do you think it makes a difference whether they're undocumented or not? Whether or not they
Documented immigrants eat, but illegal
Undocumented
immigrants don't eat.
they
The point is
photosynthesize.
that most of them come here because it's very financially rewarding for them to come
How?
here.
It's rewarding.
Rewarding how?
Because, for example, if they're making $15 an hour working here,
Oh, so they're
that
working.
$15 to them is really $50 an hour. So the American worker can't compete with that.
Y'all are
They're lower-
fucking ridiculous.
$15 an hour and is $50 an hour. How?
Because they send their money back home with a U.S. dollar is usually 4 to 5 times more. value.
That wouldn't mean that they're making $50 an hour. That means they're making $15 an hour, and whatever they have
Yes,
left over,
and
they
they
choose
convert
to
it to
send.
their
That's
currency,
their
and
business. You
Oh,
don't get to control where they send their money, just like I don't get to control the fact that you buy a 12-pack of Budweiser every fucking Friday. I don't get to
I don't
control that,
drink.
Swayze.
I
So you
I
don't get to
drink.
control what
Wrong
they
about
do
me
with
again.
their
You
money.
keep assuming stuff about me.
So
Right.
Swayze, do you
Making a
think
joke.
do you think that they make their money and then they go back to whatever country to eat, to buy their clothes, to do
Are
all
you just
those
trying to make
things that
some
they're?
point where they
But they are spending money
They're
here. That's
spending
the
money
point.
in our economy. They are.
very little, and they
No,
spend.
$96 billion.
They were gonna if that was an American working, they wouldn't get that tax money anyway. It doesn't
They
matter.
don't
That's
get.
irrelevant.
They pay taxes. They don't get income tax.
They don't get a
back.
tax
Do you
return.
understand that?
They don't. These people who are working here do not receive a tax return like U.S. citizens
Correct.
do. These people
well,
are
that's
working to make money. They still
Yes,
have to pay
correct.
fucking state
Swayze.
tax.
They don't have social security numbers. What is an ITIN?
Some of them do.
What is an ITIN?
So you.
What
This
is
is what you
an
do. You take
IT?
people's
What
points and then
is
you,
an ITIN?
it's not good for the American worker to have people come
You
here and
can't prove
undercut
that.
their.
No, the corporations are the ones who offer
Is it
under
just
the table work.
that
Go
this is
after,
the top-
go after the corporations who offer the under the table work. You will never get rid of 100% of illegal immigrants. So there will always be under the table jobs being offered. But you're not concerned that the minimum wage for U.S. citizens has not been raised since 2009 to $7.25 because the Trump administration isn't working on that. They want you to blame corporations for hiring workers who are willing to work for less. It's not my fault. You can't compete. Go after the fucking corporations. I know that this was just a donation, but I'm done, so I'm going to use it for a kick. W. Tyler, for the cause, the 10 on the Green app. I appreciate you so much. Get fucking educated. Look at how much they're paying in taxes. Look at what they do for our economy. Give them pathways to citizenship so that you can compete with them fairly then. It's not my fault. You suck. They're just better
So-
than you.
More updates on what's currently going on. I posted a few videos. I do want to read this out loud. A witness to Wednesday's shooting in South Minneapolis told NPR News that she saw federal agents shoot a woman several times. Emily Heller lives on 33rd in Portland and said she woke up to commotion outside her home. She said she saw a car blocking traffic, Portland Avenue, and appeared to be part of the protest against federal law enforcement operations. Heller said she heard ICE agents tell the driver, a woman, to get out of here. She was trying to turn around, and an ICE agent was in front of her car, and he pulled out a firearm and put it right in like his midriff on her bumper, and he reached across the hood of the car and shot her in the face like 3-4 times. On top of this, there are a bunch of protesting that is currently going on. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Also, on top of that, I did post another video in the Discord. There is a video of a woman, a doctor, who came to render aid to the victim, but was blocked by ICE from doing so. I highly suggest, just in general, if you have children who have access to the internet, you yourself doesn't do well with these videos, stuff like that. I haven't seen anything yet of actual in the face of anything.
No, I don't think they got close enough.
Oh,
there's another angle.
There's multiple angles that are currently going out. The press.
I got called a protoplasmic jelly, whatever that means. She wasn't.
What
trying
the
to
hell
run
is
them
going
over.
on in the
She was
chat?
trying to fucking get away. Jesus Christ, this angle's even better.
Oh, that's the wrong chat. Sorry. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So
they told her to get out of there. She tried to get out of there and
Tried opening
got
her
shot.
door. They stood in front of her car.
correct.
That angle's even better, which is fucking terrible. Just let her get away. Just let her go.
Oh, I can't get it. It's not loading for me.
What?
The video you just sent, I
The
can't
one
get
I
it.
just sent?
Yeah, hold on. It might be an ID10T error. Yep, that was my problem. Ignore me.
It's like, what? It just loaded for me.
It's an ID10T error. I'm sorry. Also on Homeland Security, at 9:17, Homeland Security posted, "Good morning, Minneapolis." This isn't funny, guys. I'm sending all of this to like Manny and stuff like that. There's gonna be there has been reports of protesting going on and people are being shot in the face with paintballs. So,
Fun. Was this an insult, Freddie? I'm so fucking smart and you are so fucking stupid and you should fucking research data, says every educated person ever. You just admitting that you're uneducated. That's fine. Congratulations to you. I'm so sorry that you can't comprehend.
Trump is doing that thing again where he sets a fire and then claims that he's putting it out. Trump says U.S. to ban large investors from buying homes.
You fucking...
Exactly.
You opened the deregulation to allow them to do that.
Yep.
Has the Mango Mussolini posted on the Truth, or is that what you just read? I'm like, my brain is going 400 miles a minute.
I just saw it on Ground News.
Okay, gotcha. I apologize.
Like this
Are
here.
you good? What you apologizing for?
Yeah,
I have a problem.
So that's what he just posted at 10:45 about houses.
What? What is protoplasmic
Jelly?
Googling? Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like, I don't know. They're saying that you're from the primordial soup, that you're not evolved.
Oh, are
I
they
guess. I don't
big
know.
mad over there? Oh, Eli. Oh,
The
yeah,
insult is-
Kevin's just losing it. Mhm. It's okay, Kevin. I see you, Kevin. It's okay.
Eli. What does this word mean?
It's fine, guys. I'll open the calls for you again so you don't cry. It's okay.
Since y'all are too scared to, since y'all need to lack even more.
A Oh, there we go.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who'd you vote for?
I'm sorry, I couldn't make that out.
Age, state, and who did you vote for?
Name is Jack. State is Texas currently. And I did not vote.
And your age is?
I'm sorry, I'm 35.
You're fine. Do you plan to vote in the midterms?
Gosh, that's tricky because I feel like, you've got the Democrats on one side of the coin and the Republicans on the other side of the coin. And I feel like, it's two sides of the same coin. I don't feel
Do you
like
know
we're
who
really
your
getting
congressperson
a lot of
is?
choice. In this district, no. Sadly, I've just relocated, so I'm not up to breast on all of that yet. I've
Sure. So
relocated from
this
Kansas.
upcoming next week, me and my friends do plan to talk about the midterms. We have an entire data set put together of people who are up for reelection, who are running, who's running against them, and what their platforms are. I urge you to come back then and research who your congressperson is. I appreciate you.
Damn, not the ones who are calling you jelly, not the one like y'all crashing out in the comments is fucking crazy. Oh, maybe.
No, it's the same guy. We
No.
don't have anything to talk about. You didn't vote.
Doesn't
We can
even know
talk
his
when it's
own
time to
Congress-
vote again. Yeah. Find out who
Doesn't
your
even know his own
congressperson is.
Congress people, but saying that they're two sides of the same coin. You don't even know what they run on.
They're
How would
still
you know?
waiting for the. So we got 2 minutes till the keep calling it oppressor. Hector gets
Will
mad.
you send me a link to the live stream for that? And then we
Yes,
can 'cause
ma'am.
then if they're on time, we can start it here and then move over if I have to go.
Okay, I sent it. Let me get my shit situated. I have like 400 tabs open.
I need more screens than the 3 my brother has.
Your perfect domain.
Shush!
Is that-
I didn't tell you to start playing
Perfect
loud.
domain.
It's good for you.
Shizload. No, I'm kidding.
Lord have mercy.
That
Olive,
man.
the event is oppressor. It's the people that aren't pressers.
They're well, they pretend that they're oppressed. Sorry. Was that too much? Was that too soon?
Yeah, bear witty. You are the oppressors. Intersectionally,
Yes.
sure. Yeah, I am of Spanish descent, so probably. I am of white descent, but as far as I know, that's Irish and Scottish, but also, yeah, probably. Like,
I'm
yeah,
a white bitch. The fuck? Like,
intersectionally, abso-fucking-lutely, I am the oppressor. So
Look,
are you, probably.
I did my crash out already today. Like, I've been on one for the last couple days.
I just don't let them cry. I try not to. I can't. I'm not
Oh,
perfect,
well,
but I
my
try not to
biggest
anymore.
frustration is if all you have is calling me fat, then you're there's no point.
Right. I was gonna start doing a litmus test, but then I think we wouldn't talk to anybody, and I was gonna do age, state, who'd you vote for, and then I was gonna ask, did you think that Nancy Pelosi was in charge of the National Guard? And depending on that answer was whether we were gonna have a
you know
conversation
what?
or not.
That might do something.
Like, well, then we just won't talk to anybody, which is fine, because if you don't live in Earth 1, I guess we just don't need to talk to you. It's fine.
You guys aren't real. Like, all
Yeah.
of you who sit there and scream at the top of your Nancy Pelosi, like, you guys aren't real. You guys aren't real. You guys don't exist. You guys don't understand history. Y'all should
28
just...
plus countries invaded since World War II alone. Oh, if you're talking about the U.S., absolutely, Bear Witty. Yeah, the U.S. is absolutely the motherfucking oppressors. Yes, I agree with you. Let's stop that.
We are actively seeing colonization in modern day, and y'all are okay with it.
That's
But
the
yet...
thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No,
you-
go.
you-
No,
you-
no!
You continue your thought. Anyway, that's the thing that they keep on saying. I voted for Trump because he was different. He's not the regular politician. He's going to do things differently. What's different about us colonizing other countries? This is what we've always done.
Yep, right.
So why are you applauding him for doing the thing that we always do?
Well, and like, that's the other thing, right? These are the same people who get upset about Bush. But you guys weren't mad at Bush at the beginning. You guys started to get mad at Bush afterwards. Miguel, you don't even know what the fuck the Monroe Doctrine is. I don't know why the fuck
You
you're
guys
talking.
have never heard that term before in your life, for one.
Never.
The Monroe Doctrine!
For two, it's not law.
Mm-mm.
It is just policy, and it has been heavily criticized since it came out. Let me find, I posted it. Was that in general chat? Yeah.
Probably.
Let me show you. Open in browser. Thank you. That it has been criticized for a very long time. So, this artist did United States Protectorate with a magnet. We've already got Panama in our pocket. Cuba's stuck onto the magnet. Here we have Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Colombia. Here, I'll show you. That is a cartoon criticizing the Monroe Doctrine. This was in oh fuck, when did they use this, criticize it? I'll have to look again when it came out.
Bear
That's how long
witty.
ago.
You know what I say? I say hushies,
So
bitch.
you've never used the Monroe Doctrine before. You've never heard of it before. Find me one Trump supporter that we've spoken to in the last 2 years who has ever said we need to use the Monroe Doctrine. When has Trump ever campaigned on it and said it? Until now. It is a policy idea. It is not the law.
I'm gonna put a trigger warning in the live chat because I know we're talking about some serious shit. But I am on the Twitter.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh boy.
How do I make it sensitive?
Let me find that. Okay.
Are you putting it in using the computer?
Yeah, it's a link.
Yeah. When you
That was
Oh
in
wait, I know how to
19
do it.
By the way, that
yeah,
cartoon.
you can just say /spoiler first.
Yeah, that cartoon criticizing the Monroe Doctrine was made in 1913. It was criticized because of the fact that the Monroe Doctrine was saying that we are going to protect the Western Hemisphere from European colonization. But the critique was, okay, you're protecting it from European colonization, but you're not protecting it from your colonization.
You cannot share this on TikTok. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay.
We're talking about some serious shit, but I was scrolling through Twitter and that's what came up.
Jesus Christ.
He's got shitty technique. Sorry.
I hate
sorry.
everything about that. I hated
Sorry.
everything about that.
Sorry.
You're not sorry at all.
Why can't she? Because TikTok. That's why, Justin.
This is the Don Rowe doctrine, and it will work this time. You spelled Don Rowe how it would be used to Monroe incorrectly.
Apparently,
it has been in effect since, President Monroe. It is not law. Find me the law that lists Monroe Doctrine. I'll wait. It's an agenda. It's a policy ideal. Wasn't law. Never was. And you would have to then prove to me how doing this to Venezuela keeps Europe away.
Sorry, Lynette.
Like, are we going to go after all the colonization that they've had in the Caribbean?
You know they're not. Oh, presser's now going.
Okay. Let me turn this off because they'll try to fucking call as soon as... Sorry, guys. 1 second.
Not only is this a concern that we've had internally, we've been talking about it. They are not here to cause safety in this city.
I hear like...
The fuck?
They are doing is causing chaos and distrust. They're
What the
ripping
hell?
families apart. They're sowing chaos on our streets.
It eventually goes back.
And in this case, quite literally killing people.
You guys keep tapping that screen.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bullshit. This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying.
There's a Harbor Freight store in your neighborhood. And the thing about neighborhoods, they're not made.
As
Fuck
soon as it
Harbor Freight.
happened and we learned of the incident, we had several priorities. The first, of course, was to get the victim to the hospital and to get care as soon as possible. And to the family, I'm so deeply sorry. There's nothing that I can say right now that's going to make you or your relatives or the friends of the victim feel any better. There were, I believe, 2 Minneapolis police officers that responded and were in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. The second was to get ICE off of the scene. There were dozens, if not hundreds, of ICE and federal officers that were there at the time. Having them there was only causing more chaos. Having them there was only making a difficult situation even more problematic, and one that, yes, they created themselves. There's little I can say, again, that'll make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE.
What is wrong with their straight?
Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead. That's on you. And it's also on you to leave. It's on you to make sure that further damage, further loss of life and injury is not done. We're going to be working towards justice as quickly as we possibly can right now, and justice is what we've all got to get. Next, the message to our community. Look, we all know that the agenda of this Trump administration is to create chaos. Let us respond right now with our best versions of self. This is a moment where all of us in Minneapolis and beyond, we can rise to the occasion. We can show them who we are. We can show them the kind of courage, bravery, love, and compassion that makes Minneapolis, Minneapolis, and that makes America, America. We are better than a bunch of ICE agents being deployed to cities around the country and ripping apart families and communities. We're better than that. And so we are going to meet that hate with love. We are going to meet that despair with hope. We are going to meet that injustice with constitutional justice ourselves. And we're going to make sure that in this very difficult moment, we do not take the bait that these ICE agents are trying to create and that the federal government, to be clear, wants. They want us to respond in a way that creates a military occupation in our city. They want an excuse to come in and show the kind of force that will create more chaos and more despair. Let's not let them. Let's rise to this occasion. Let's show them something far more beautiful than the kind of division that they're trying to stoke. Let's show them unity of purpose, of love, and the courage of our conviction. Our conviction, to be clear, is rock solid, and it is for our neighbors, all of our neighbors. It's for people who have lived here for 80 years. It is for new immigrants who have made this city a better place. That's the kind of love that we're going to show up with right now. If you're angry, I get it. I am too. If you're feeling that kind of despair, it's understandable. Let's show them who we can be. Let's show up with peace. To march, to protest, to hug one another, to love all the way with peace. Do not give them what they want. Finally, we've got a lot of work that needs to happen right now to make sure that, first, of course, the scene was secured as much as possible, that we were able to get the victim, now deceased, to the hospital. We've got a lot of work to do in the coming days. I want to thank our city enterprise for the work that they have done, but more importantly, what they're about to do, because this is going to be heavy and our city has been through a lot. We also know that we're prepared to do right for people. Among them is our chief of police. I'll invite him up.
My name is Brian O'Hara, B-R-I-A-N-O''H-A-R-A. I am the Minneapolis Police Chief. This morning, Minneapolis police officers received a report of federal law enforcement being involved in a deadly force incident, meaning shots had been fired. Minneapolis police officers responded to the scene. We arrived and found a woman with a gunshot wound to the head. Life-saving measures were performed at the scene, including CPR. The woman was transported to Hennepin County Medical Center, where she has since been pronounced deceased. The preliminary information that we have indicates that this woman was in her vehicle and was blocking the roadway on Portland Avenue, midway between 33rd Street and 34th Street in the city. At some point, a federal law enforcement officer approached her on foot, and the vehicle began to drive off. At least 2 shots were fired. The vehicle then crashed on the side of the roadway. Minneapolis police officers secured the crime scene and assisted in trying to preserve the evidence that is there. We have since turned over the scene both to the Federal Bureau of Investigation as well as the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, which will be conducting an investigation into this use of deadly force. I want to thank the mayor, city council president, other members of the city council, state legislators that were on the scene. This has been a very difficult time for everyone in the city. And this is obviously a very, very tragic situation where a woman has lost her life. That being said, in addition to this tragedy, which unfortunately we did predict, we were seriously concerned about further escalation from the scene. And I want to thank the elected officials that came themselves to help us prevent that from happening, as well as the individuals on that scene that remained peaceful and that abided by law enforcement instructions so that we could preserve that scene and ensure that a full and transparent investigation can take place. That being said, I just echo the mayor's comments that we ask that the community continue to call for peace. We understand people are going to be upset about what happened, and people are going to want to exercise their First Amendment rights. But please do so safely and lawfully to ensure that we do not have any further tragedy in this city or destruction. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you, council members. Commissioner, I'll open it to questions.
Any idea on the identity of the ICE officer who fired the shots at this point?
I don't have that information, no. The question was, is there an identity of the ICE officer that fired? I do not have that.
Mayor, we're hearing the ICE officer stopped a position from helping the lady who was shot. Is that true? We've seen videos all over social media that someone tried to help this lady, and they were pointing guns at and told to get away. Do you know about that at all?
So the question was, there's information out there that people tried to help the woman that was shot, and ICE officers then pointed guns at them and told them to leave. I do not have that information. I myself saw a video of the shots being fired as the car was driving away. What I can tell you is the narrative that this was just done in self-defense is a garbage narrative. That is not true. It has no truth. And it needs to be stated very clearly, since we have already seen a video of it. I do not know as to what you're talking about.
So, Mayor, she wasn't driving.
Over here.
She wasn't driving the car toward him, using her vehicle as a weapon.
That does not appear to be the case at all.
What's the city's protocol when an observer or an activist calls 911 using an agent's phone or an agent's pointing a gun at them? How does the city of Minneapolis handle that situation or consider Minneapolis?
Repeat it one more time. I missed the first part of what you said. I'll turn it over to the chief. Yeah.
What does the city do when someone calls 911 and a federal agent's
Oh, I see. Yeah.
that sort of thing?
I'll turn it over to the chief. The question is, what does someone do when a federal agent is pointing a gun at them? Chief.
So, if I heard you correctly, the question is about when people call 911, what is the city's protocol in these situations? We've had a very dramatic increase in 911 calls related to this activity. We have a protocol in place that has been evolving as the situation has been changing. And at this time, there is a designated supervisor that is on duty 24/7 that fields those calls. And we do everything that we can to ensure that they are appropriately prioritized, with the priority being placed upon the protection of life and safety of everyone in the community.
Can you tell us any more about the woman who was fatally shot? Was she there as a legal observer, protester, bystander? What do you know that you can share?
So the question was, what can I share about the deceased? There is nothing to indicate that this woman was the target of any law enforcement investigation or activity. This woman was in her car, and it appears then blocking the street because of the presence of federal law enforcement, which is obviously something that has been happening not just in Minneapolis, but around the country. She appears to be a middle-aged white woman.
Chief, just about a month ago, you said these unplanned and questionable tactics by federal agents would result in someone being killed at a press conference right here. Do you consider today's tactics in line with that, or do you just have a generic response to the fact that somebody is not there?
The question is that I had previously made several statements about being concerned about the tactics being employed. I am obviously very concerned that I have been told that a woman who was sitting in her car blocking the street and not the target of any enforcement activity is now deceased. However, I do not know, to be clear, I do not know the exact circumstances of the shooting, but I would tell you in any professional law enforcement agency in the country, I think they would tell you it's obviously very concerning whenever there's a shooting into a vehicle of someone who's not armed. But it also is something that is possible. At times, it is justified. But it is very concerning, and it's something that most law enforcement agencies in the country train very intensely to try and minimize the risk that law enforcement officers get placed into a situation that the need for deadly force would be necessary.
Has there been any indication of the need of this case?
I didn't hear the question, I'm sorry.
Has there been any indication of the need to shoot into the vehicle?
The question was any indication about the need. I guess getting back to the justification of this, I have not seen any information other than what I have communicated.
Was she alone in the car? Were there children in the car with her?
The question was if she was alone in the car. I know that I got there shortly after this call came in. I did not see anyone else with her while I was on the scene. However, I've since been told by our officers that have been with her the entire time that a spouse has arrived at the hospital.
Mayor, just curious if you're thinking about contacting federal authorities to register your concerns about this, personally making phone calls, etc.
Yes, we've been on the phone all morning. As soon as we learned about this, again, there were a series of priorities that we needed to go through. The first, of course, is to keep people safe and to help the victim in any way that we could. The second was to get ICE off of the scene. There was the notion that ICE agents would be necessary to create a perimeter around the scene itself. They themselves were creating the kind of dysfunction and chaos that they claimed to be trying to help with. And so the message that we delivered very clearly was to make them leave. Now, beyond leaving the scene, they should also leave our city and our state. You know, we do work, our chief does work, our sheriff does work every single day to keep people safe in our city and in our state. And crime is dramatically down. Crime is down. It continues to trend down. They are doing the hard work of investigating, of arresting perpetrators of violent crime. What this federal administration is doing right now is not about creating safety. Do not let them tell you that what they are doing is about creating safety. It is not. It is having the opposite impact. We need to be clear-eyed about the work that is moving forward, and they need to leave Minneapolis.
We have time for one or two more questions.
Mayor, you may know this with your legal background. If a shooting is found to not be justified, does the city have any legal, or the state rather, have any legal recourse to bring charges against this ICE agent, given that this person is a federal agent, if the feds don't?
So, obviously, and I have to always lead with this caveat because it is true, an investigation still does need to be conducted. I had my perception of what took place based on the vehicle and the vehicle's positioning. It does not appear that the individual is trying to ram anybody. Now, the question was, if it is in fact found to be an unjustified shooting, who issues the charge, who prosecutes, how does justice take place? I don't know the answer in full to that. This is obviously information that we're still working out. Chief, do you have any additional information, or Commissioner? Yeah.
The only thing I would add to the mayor's statement is that the crime scene was held by the Minneapolis Police Department, and the investigation is now being led jointly by the Federal Bureau of Investigation as well as the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. And the purpose of their involvement would be to investigate whether any state laws within the state of Minnesota have been violated.
One more. Can I just add something to that too? What's very important is that for our communities that we do have some kind of part in this investigation. It needs to be done on a local level. With all due respect to the federal level, we do need to make sure that our local agencies are involved. Most certainly the BCA is very well capable of working with our federal partners in doing so. That is something that is needed for our communities, and so that's something that I can tell you that there's already been conversations from the U.S. Attorney's Office to the BCA that have already taken place today. How that's going to roll out, we don't know yet, but we are making sure that there is some kind of local entity, namely the BCA, that has a part in this investigation for the purposes of transparency and expedient transparency.
Hey, do you want to get a coffee before work?
I would love to, but I can't.
Are you more in a matcha mood?
Well, so I'm actually...
That's it. Thank you, everybody.
Again, thank you everybody for coming. Thank you to the media for being here and disseminating this very important information around this tragic incident. To reiterate a final message to our community members, I understand the anger. Let's unite
Thank you, RJ Raiders. I appreciate you.
around hope and love and peace and getting justice. That's what we need to be doing right now. I appreciate the service from everybody up here as well as the 435,000 people that call Minneapolis home. Thank you.
Got some housekeeping for you in just a moment after everyone leaves.
So
Fucking
also
Christ.
from seeing some other angles and stuff like that, I have posted a few other things. There are there's confrontation happening outside of a where is it? A Dollar Tree in Minneapolis with the commander Bovino as well. There are multiple different angles coming up on different ways. There are people who are throwing snowballs at ICE agents trying to stop, trying to block federal vehicles from moving. Fuck, man.
I'm livid.
It's more than being livid at this point. Again, this is the other thing. The biggest argument, I want everyone to understand this. You heard the officer make the statement. She was a white woman trying to leave. White woman trying to leave her house. A white man shot her. Trump supporters are going to run around and say shit about this.
Well, they're gonna lie. So, the fuck did she just post?
The BBC article.
Well, no, not Audie. I wouldn't say it like that. It was Audie. No, Kristi Noem said it was an act of domestic terrorism. ICE officers got stuck in the snow. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over. If you see the fucking video, where was that happening?
None of that.
She was trying to leave her home.
Where were they stuck in the snow? In the middle of the street? They got out of the car to go fuck with her car. She was trying to get around a white SUV to take off as they're trying to open her door, and an officer stands in front of her car. He wasn't there before. Guys, I have the videos. I have multiple angles in my Discord. If you guys want to join my Discord, you can find them. They're also all over Twitter. Hi, Martina.
Hi, friend.
Hey, Martina.
Hi, I was coming to let you know because I just came out of a meeting and all of my group chats are blowing up, but you already know.
Yes.
Everything's in Monica's server at the moment.
I am on the fucking floor about this. And can you show the video, or is it something that can't be shown on here?
I don't think TikTok will like that.
It's posted all over. If you need to, I can forward some stuff to you as well. I mean, it's not necessarily too graphic.
It's really just the shots. Like
you can see that. You can
Not
see.
bad. I don't even think that she's a rapid responder.
You could play without sound, but the problem is you can see guns, so you can't put it up there. TikTok will automatically take you down for showing you a gun.
Yeah, as far as I understand, I don't even think that she's a rapid response. Like, I don't even think that she does this sort of stuff that I do.
From
Like,
what
I don't think that she's an organizer or a rapid responder.
No,
Is
from
she?
the video,
From what we know yet, we don't know much about
yeah, we
her
don't know.
besides middle-aged white woman.
White woman.
That's about all we've got.
Yeah, I'm
And
waiting.
also just go ahead, Martina.
Sorry, I'm waiting to try to get information from my network about like, are there ways for us to support? Do they need like, do they have life insurance? They need support. Is there whatever like a something for us to do for this person?
I haven't seen anything come out yet whatsoever.
I think my network. That's why I'm saying I don't think she was a rapid responder because no, my network doesn't have anything yet. And so like I'm assuming that she's not directly connected. Otherwise, they like if this was someone who was part of like the activist movement, the information would already be out about like community care.
Yeah, and for Dum Dum Ruben in the chat, who's an absolute fucking dolt, ICE does not have the authority to arrest a United States citizen at any point in time.
No.
They only have the authority to arrest individuals that are violating U.S. immigration law. There is a reason why it's Immigration and Customs Enforcement, you absolute dolt.
She's also unalived, guys. I want that to be very much aware. People were asking. She is not here.
Yeah, from the beginning of the video, you can see her like waving people by, which makes it look like she was trying to go around the white van that's in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
But she was just being nice and letting people go in front of her. And when it looked like she was getting ready to pull out, but then all of the ICE officers started walking up to her, and one of them pulled on her door handle and almost opened the door. And that's when she started to drive away. One of them pulls out the gun as she is driving away, and she goes around him. She didn't try to go towards him. She goes around him and gets shot.
JY, if you're trying to get in the Discord, when you click it, hit the 3 buttons in the top right-hand corner, and that should put you in there. If that's still not working, I also have it in my link.
Try
tree
it
as
from
well.
Olives. It tends to work better. I'll reset my link right now. I don't know why.
You seem to do that so often.
I just have so many issues with it. Even when I do ones that don't expire, they don't work and whatever else. But I'll put a new one in there for them. But Olive also has it and seems to work from Olives better than mine.
Ruben, I'm going to help you out with one more thing here. ICE does not have the authority to stop a United States citizen from driving their fucking car. You absolute brick wall.
I also want to make it clear, there is a lot of different things going on and stuff like that. If people want to figure out ways to be activated or go in protest or whatever the case might be, if you want to send an email or call Congress, let people, representatives know, like, hey, this isn't cool what ICE is doing right now. I am currently working on some emails and phone scripts for y'all to use if you guys want to.
You should be reaching out to, like, this is not okay. We need to fucking put a leash on ICE. And the only people who can do that are Congress, who are not doing
I love that, Ari.
You'd
Just
need
gonna
to
put this back up there.
Yeah. I think the way to go about this is a campaign that says fund education, not deportation, and other clever one-liners like that. And you would have to get Congress to walk back funding, which I don't think that that's going to happen, but you can create one hell of a, like I just made a lot of healthcare, not warfare, education, not occupation, no war for oil, like that kind of stuff for the anti-war groups. And now it's fucking, ooh, I'm
So
gonna lose
yeah,
my
for
mind.
those of you joining my Discord right now, all you have to do is you just need to say where you found us, what's your TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube username, and just a quick screenshot of your profile on either one of those, just so that I know you're not some Trumpy trying to sneak in and cause problems. And I appreciate that.
And I've been saying it for a month now, and Ruben in the chat has been proving it, is that MAGA is just bloodthirsty.
Yep.
Also, people are trying to find out ways to get involved in their local community for like immigration solidarity. DSA chapters have immigrant justice working groups, and those immigrant justice working groups connect to like the coalitions of community care and immigrant support networks that exist. So that's a way to try to find, and you shouldn't have to be a member to be able to go to their general meetings if you want to figure out how to get more involved.
You don't. We started getting involved in our local DSA out here.
If somebody tries to make you pay dues to be involved, you DM me and I'll yell at somebody.
What if I want to yell? W. Shaunis for the 69s.
If you Solid, if you want to yell at somebody, what you do is start your own life.
Well, yeah, duh.
We do that. That's true.
We do that. do. Sorry.
Wild.
I'm look. I already told Ari when Ari appeared in the tube chat. I'm like, look, the adult's here, and then I just kind of like, who was that for, Eclipse? Was that for me?
You guys have got wild with them swans.
Can y'all get rid of
Daniel?
Oh, someone in the chat. That's great.
Yeah. Okay.
We love getting paid to mute people. That's fantastic, actually.
Bye,
Thank you.
Daniel.
I thought it was for me. I'm like, the fuck I do.
I mean, what didn't you do?
That's so. Oh, hey,
My meds.
Jeff, wait.
Oh.
Listen. Hold on.
What?
Stop looking at me, Swan.
There you go.
Oh, speaking of Jeffs, I'm actually surprised that my resident Jeff, the other Jeff, the Trump voter Jeff, hasn't tried to join Monica's Discord.
Probably because he doesn't know I have one. I don't think he watches me.
He's like, I'm joining everywhere else.
He's not gonna like mine. I'm nicer to him in yours than I probably would be in mine.
Well, that's not very nice.
Well, I would probably still be nice to him. I can't speak for the other people here.
Nope. Nope.
I'd have to give him his own special role where he can only talk to me and they're not allowed to talk to him.
Damn,
But
that's not
we already,
fun.
But we already have a place to talk to him, so it's fine.
Listen, he's learning and he pays to say dumb stuff on the tubes
This
live.
is true.
so-
We love a supporter.
Yeah.
Oh God, stomach, cut it out. You're fine.
And he didn't say anything dumb last night actually. So
True.
he's definitely doing a lot better in listening and learning.
Mariah, we are. We just watched the whole press briefing.
We did. We did. I mean, unfortunately, other than the press conference and what we have, we don't have further information. And I can't show the videos on TikTok. That's why I said I have them in my Discord, multiple angles, but I cannot share them here. Yes, the United States is now engaging in, well, not now, they've always done this, but on video for the world to see state-sanctioned murder.
Yep.
They've
It's
always
not-
done this.
Domestic terrorism.
Lito, I wouldn't say it's necessarily like graphic, like comparing it to like when people were being harmed with firearms, the whoever's in hell right now, that person. It's not like that. But you can see a firearm and you can see shots.
Right. And for
TikTok
that
does
reason.
not like
Yeah.
images or
You can
video,
say a gun,
like,
you just can't show them.
Yeah, it does not like images of guns. I've had way too many people lose access for showing a picture of a armed soldier with a gun. And even though the terms of service says you can show guns as long as it's being shown used properly, you still get yeeted.
It's insane.
That also doesn't make sense because people have their PFPs like in their service uniform.
Wild. So other than that, I don't have much information that I can give. My goodness. Were you planning to go live, Olive? You don't have to.
Sorry, it's really aggressive. I didn't mean to come off that aggressive. I was like thinking, and it just kind of like happened. Probably not.
Okay.
Kat, if you need to DM, you can DM me, or you can use the link in my link tree.
You can DM me too. I check them at some point.
Rumor has it that they're now going to try to start painting this person as a T-wrist.
Well, yeah,
already
Antifa for
have
sure.
Well, they already have.
Yeah.
You know that Christy Noam person.
Blue hair on her too.
But also, I don't know if I said this already, but I think this happened not far from where George Floyd lost his life. Can we say can we say red rum here or no?
I mean, I say it sometimes, and I haven't had any issue. Yeah, red rum.
Yeah, I've never had.
Murder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say murder, death, kill on my
Yeah,
lives.
I've
every
said
fucking
words, and like I don't have issues. It's really.
I've said words.
I've said words.
I typically say he was murdered because that's the appropriate language.
That's
And
what happened.
yeah.
I just sorry, TikTok I don't say those words in those exact orders because that is not a suggestion, it is just a fact of life.
Well, on that note, if nobody's going live, I'm not really gonna raid. My God, wild. But I'll do my little bit of a shill, and then we will get off, guys. Make sure you're staying up to date on information and protecting each other in the community. It's fucking wild.
We'll be posting updates in Discords and stuff like that. I'm sure people are going to be uploading videos. You guys can, make sure you're following on other social media platforms. There's Blue Sky, there's Substack. Everyone has it in their link trees. Yeah.
Oh, Lainey is like, we can raid Lainey.
Defend
Also, did you end the tube?
No.
Oh, tube! Be more of a man and call next time.
Yep.
Oh, I will say it is funny watching you change your gift goal while sitting in the tube chat or the Twitch chat.
Yeah, because
That
it
was-
shows up on the screen.
Yeah, I was just like, well, that's interesting.
Well, my goal actually I have over here, so that doesn't show up, but the text one, yes, that one does show up, unfortunately. I should probably just make a window and leave it over here like I do everything else, but I just didn't. So guys, yeah.
Well, I was like, that's interesting. Also, what was I going to say? Yeah, mod me on your Twitch.
Oh, of course. She said. How do I do that? How do I do that over here?
How do you do that? Right click and something. It is a little bit complicated on
It's
Twitch.
not as easy over here. Let's see.
Yeah.
No.
Of course, the video is on Facebook now. Facebook is the secondary cesspool to Twitch. So
You can also just say /mod in the chat, /mod and then her name.
The video has been
Really?
verified as accurate, right?
I might have to do it that way because I'm not seeing it this other way.
the one where it shows them tugging on their door, I believe so.
You said /mod, Blue?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
/ to be exact.
Well, yeah, no, I figure that. Ooh, fancy. I love when people know more about technology than me. All
At
right.
least you're not Doug.
Yes, this is true. All right, on that note, I'm going to drop y'all down. I love you all so very much.
We
Okay, guys. Can somebody put Lainey's username? I know it's Defend Us Trans, but I'm gonna spell it wrong or do it wrong because the boomer bitch exists. She's inside of me, as we saw me try to add Audie as a mod. We saw how that goes. So if somebody could type Lainey's username in the chat so we can pin that real quick, that would be wonderful. Now you guys aren't gonna do it. Why do you guys hate me so much? No, thank you, Martina. Okay, so we're gonna go raid Lainey, Defend Us Trans, do a Monty raid or a just Monty Duh raid in Lainey's. Guys, make sure you are keeping up to date. If you're not following me on YouTube and Twitch, please do so. I have my Discord. I fixed the link. If you're not getting it, message me or Olive. Olive has it in her channel, and we can get you in there so that we can have updates on what's going on. We will keep fighting in this administration. They are now killing the people who are fighting against them. And so that's going to be really fun going on. We are not only are we the Axis power going after other countries, we are going after our own people, but you know, president of peace. Fuck all the way off. Thank you guys so much for your support today. I appreciate you. I will be back tomorrow, Thursday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, whatever time that is for you. I appreciate you all so, so much. Take care of yourselves. Spend time with friends and family. Drink some water. Take a break if you need to. This is a lot. Go raid Lainey. Do a Monty raid in Lainey's. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, YouTube and Twitch. I'll see you tomorrow too. Try